Hey YouTubers, this is Annette coming at you, and today is October 21st. So I said I'd come back to you monthly, and so let's start off with the numbers. Unfortunately, I have not lost any weight. I'm still at a standstill at the scale. I fluctuate between 160 and 165. Can't seem to get out of the 160s no matter what I do. I'm a little frustrated because the amount of exercise that I'm doing, and my body just doesn't want to set it free. Unfortunately, I don't know why this is happening. I talked to my nutritionist, and so the interesting thing is that she said to stop focus on protein and increase my carbohydrates and fruits. So this is hard for me to get in my headspace because the last year I've been struggling to get the carbs out of my diet. So she says add a slice of dry toast in the morning. That's interesting because it's always been a no bread for me. No bread, absolutely no bread. And I struggled to get that out of my headspace. Carbohydrates is very addictive, and it's addictive for me because I've been a carbohydrate hog my entire life. So once I let those carbs back in, um, it's hard to control them, but I do control them with portion control. So I guess this is a learning process for me again. I refuse to put some toast in my diet. Dry toast is like worthless calories to me. Why would I want to eat a piece of dry toast? Number one, it's not appetizing, and number two, it has no nutritional value. I kind of switched it up, and I'll put some like a sweet potato in my diet as an alternate source of carbohydrates. I do have some beans in my diet, and so I do drink or I do take some oatmeal. So those incorporate with my carbohydrates, and I added some fruits, banana, some grapes, and some strawberries. And I just started drinking I'm in a process of investing in a juicer, some kind of juicer. I do have a blender, a Ninja blender, but I've been investigating some um, some good uh, juicers, in that they're pretty pricey. They range in a good one. They range anywhere from of about $200. So I've just heavily invested in a racing bike. That's part of my new program here. I've been run, bike, and spin. I run about 3 miles in the morning, and I've been swimming 6 days a week, and I'm also cycling in with that. So if it's not on a road bike, if it's not on my road bike, it's through the stationary bike. I managed to acquire a stationary bike too. So I just got a fluid trainer for my outdoor bike, so I'll be doing some practice uh, spinning cycling drills on my foot stroke. So I hope to 2014 for my age group. I hope to enter the triathlon, the sprint races. Uh, so I'm training for that, and the the incorporate of the exercise is sort of like a half a mile swim, 20-mile bike, and a 5K run. So yeah, and I'm not very fast. I'm pretty fast on the treadmill, but when I get outside, I'm quite slower. So I have to work on my speed and my endurance. My swimming stroke has improved. I started out being able to do 4 laps, and now I'm up to 15 laps. So the object is to get to 30 laps. So I'd like to achieve that by May in the pool. So I'm working on that. I'm working on trying to get a personal trainer to help me with this training. The reason why I switched it up here is because I'm rather frustrated on my weight loss, and I can't seem to get below the 160s. So I'm trying to switch it up so I don't drive myself crazy and think of fitness as my source of um, goal. Because when you can't reach your goal weight, which is between 135, about 135, I'd like to achieve that. Unfortunately, my body just doesn't want to get rid of this weight. Of course, I am building up muscle. I can see my body changing, and I'm building muscle, and my whole body is changing shape as far as my body structure. But I still like to see the weight come off, especially with running. So when you run, carrying around extra weight, especially I carry mine in my caboose, so it's pretty hard. So I've been doing all this cardio to get that part off of me, and that seems the last to want to go, the torso, which is the legs and the buttock area. But I am making progress. Uh, so it's kind of frustrating, and yeah. So it is what it is, and I guess eventually I will get there. Um, so it's it's just really frustrating because I'm doing all this exercise. Like Saturday, I I swam in the pool. Uh, Saturday I swam in the pool 15 laps, and then I hopped on the bike and I did a 20-mile bike outside, and then I did a 3-mile run in my development. And Sunday I did a 10-mile lap swim, a 12-mile bike cycle ride outside, and I did a 3.5-mile run. So, yeah, and I didn't even lose a pound. So, I don't know. I don't know. And the thing about it is um, in the morning when I ran on Saturday morning, all I had was a protein shake. So what happened was, and there's a transition time when you come out of the water, you have to change into your cycling outfit. It's called T1, which is a transition time. And then you change into your bicycle, and then your shoes, your cleats, and then you hop on the bike. So there's a transition time, and that has to be that's time too. So you have to practice that. So after I got out of the pool and I got into the cycle ride, did the cycle ride after 20 miles, I was so hungry. Now I did have some turkey stew cooking in a crock pot, and so I did manage to. I was so hungry I just couldn't go on, so I had to stop and eat and rest for about a half hour, and then I continued on my run. And then on Sunday morning, I did eat things a little. I did eat before I went on my. I started on my course. I had some eggs and some ham, and which was about 8 bites of food. That's all. My lap band stops me about 8 to 10 bites. 8 bites of solid protein, and then 10 bites is a hard stop. So that's the signals that I get for my lap band. And I drank protein shake too. And then I put some almonds on my pack, my fanny pack, some Propel water on my right, and then I also, what I did was I did bring some grapes and a granola bar. So I ate that while I was on the bike, so I was fueling myself for the run, and it did seem to work. I wasn't as depleted, energy depleted when I got on my run. So um, all runners are different, all cyclists are different. So my body requires fuel, so that I know on race day I'm glad I did a trial run because I ran out of fuel on the second leg. So this is why you practice things before you go to a race. So me, I'm a novice at this. I never competed on anything. So all this training is all new to me. So that's my update. I just keep on plugging on, and I hope your journey is going well. And thank you for tuning into my channel. And I'll see you next month, November 20th. Hope the scale goes down. We'll see. Bye. Have a great day.